Welcome to Anchors My Way, a podcast brought to you by Into Cruising. I'm your host, Shakira, and I'm here to take you on an exciting journey through the world of cruising. Whether you're an experienced cruiser or just planning your first trip, I've got something for you. Thank you for joining me today, and let's get started. Hey, Into Cruising fam. Welcome back to another episode of Anchors My Way. This is your insider's path to cruising MSC style. I'm your host, Shakira, and today I will be talking about the MSC Experiences. So as your MSC insider, we're going to be diving deep into something that every cruiser asks at some point in their cruising journey. What's the real difference between Bella, Fantastica, and Aria experiences on MSC cruises? I've had to explain this a million times because of my job as a concierge. So here I am to explain it to you as my beautiful audience. Now, if you've been following me already, you know that I personally sailed in all three experiences, Bella, Fantastica, and Aria. So today, I'm giving you the full breakdown, what each one offers, what it feels like, and what you can expect from each one through the lens of my real-life experience sailing with MSC. Not as a concierge, I was once a passenger. Very passionate one. That's how I landed here. So grab your favorite drink, lay back, and picture the ocean view. Because on this episode, we'll find your perfect MSC experience. Before we get into the stories, let's set the scene. MSC doesn't just sell cabins. They sell experiences. Each one, Bella, Fantastica, and Aurea, gives you a different level of comfort, flexibility, and pampering. But here's what I love. Even at the entry level, MSC never feels basic. Every cabin feels polished, modern, and infused with that Italian elegance they're known for. It's all about the style of cruising you want and how much you're willing to spend on yourself. So let's start with the first category, Bella. Simple, stylish, and smart cruising. My first Bella experiences, I believe it was on the Magnifica and later on the Divina during a short getaway that I did. And let me tell you, Bella is far from basic. I like to call Bella the smart traveler experience. It gives you everything you need to enjoy the ship, your meals, world-class entertainment, pools, and MSC atmosphere, but you keep it simple. When I walked into my Bella cabin on the seascape, I remember thinking, this is the entry level? Am I in the right place? Because it didn't look entry level. The room had a sleek design, rich wood tones, soft lighting, and spotless bathrooms that honestly felt like a boutique hotel. Everything about MSC just feels polished, even the most affordable tiers. Now, Bella does come with some structure. Your cabin and dining time are assigned by the cruise lines. You can't choose them. But for me, on that short sailing, it was perfect. I was all about getting out of the ship and wandering around. So I was up early each day, ready to explore the ship, grabbing a cappuccino, and heading out to enjoy that Caribbean sunshine. It wasn't a problem for me. When you're not planning to spend much time in your cabin, Bella makes total sense. I remember my cabin steward, super friendly, greeting me every morning with a "Hello, madam. How can I help you?" I absolutely love it, and he kept my cabin spotless. And that's the thing, MSC doesn't treat Bella guests differently. The service is warm and the experience still feels like high-end and exciting elegance. So if you're in a budget and you'd rather spend your money on drink packages or maybe excursions, people have the idea that Bella cabins are only interior. No, Bella is an experience attached to your cabin. So you could either do interior, ocean view, or balcony, but still have a Bella experience, which means they assigned it for you and also chose your dinner time. But that's okay for some of us. Sometimes, for example, on my Bella experience, I wake up, open the curtains to the sparkling Caribbean water, and head out straight to the buffet. MSC's buffets are incredible. Fresh pastries, fruits, omelets, and those Italian touches like prosciutto and cheeses. I have to say it, MSC pizza is my hands down best because it's the best at sea, as everyone knows. So I'd grab a slice and find a sunny spot near the pool and spend an afternoon between the hot tubs, live music, and people watching. That's just my kind of fun. Then came the dinner. I had late seating. So for example, you could
have 5:30, 7:30, or 9:30, whichever one you get assigned to. So I had late seating, and I actually loved it. The energy in the dining room felt live, and the waiters knew everyone's name by day 2, and everything in the course came out beautifully plated. Even though it was Bella level, the food presentation, the service, everything is exactly the same. It's not like you get treated differently. So no, Bella doesn't mean you're missing out on anything. It's a budget thing. It's simple, yes, but it's still 100% MSC quality. So now let's jump into Fantastica, my sweet spot. If Bella is simple, Fantastica is where MSC starts giving you the freedom and comfort you solely deserve. My first Fantastica experience was on the MSC Meraviglia back in 2021, my very first MSC cruise ever. And I also did it while on my birthday trip a couple of years afterwards. And honestly, that cruise changed everything for me. From the moment I walked into the cabin, that soft blue silver color palette from the balcony overlooking the water, I can tell you it was something special. With Fantastica, you get to choose your cabin location. Of course, I chose between the floors 9 and 11 because it's my preference, midship, mid-cabin. So I chose my cabin location, and I chose my dinner time for 7:30 because I thought late dining was nice before, but 7:30 feels like I could go have dinner. That might sound small, but it makes a huge difference. I picked midship balcony, perfect and balanced for convenience for me. On the one that it was my birthday, I did early dinners because I wanted to go to the shows and enjoy everything else afterwards. Fantastica includes room service. Breakfast at no charge became one of my favorite parts of the day. Every morning, I'd have cappuccino, pastries, and fruits on my balcony while the ship glided through the turquoise water. How cool was that? That MSC magic right there. Coffee, ocean, air, pure peace. I cannot explain how exciting that was. My Seashore Fantastica experience was also a great one. It was one of my favorite experiences. It was on the seashore. That ship is just stunning. I don't have to say it. The infinity pool, Miami Beach vibes, and the open air decks. It's one of those ships that makes you want to explore every corner. My cabin was bright, modern, and had the perfect view of the wake. I remember one afternoon just sitting on the balcony, listening to music, watching the sea stretch endlessly behind us. It was just amazing. So dinner each night was incredible. Seafood, risotto, perfectly cooked salmon, and yes, MSC does tiramisu, which is their main dessert, better than anyone. Of course, they're Italian. And the wait staff was extra special. Every detail, every attention. I love that about MSC. So whether you're Bella or Fantastica, the treatment is always going to be top of the line. They'll always celebrate you. So Fantastica. With Fantastica, you start to feel more flexibility. And that's where it really shines. You can choose where you stay, you can choose when you dine, and you enjoy a little more priority with your services. You're not boxed into a schedule, but you're still getting a great value. So if Bella is about simplicity, Fantastica is about balance. It's comfort and freedom wrapped in one. I often recommend Fantastica, usually for families, couples, or cruisers during week-long sailings, because those small upgrades do make a difference over time. So now let's talk about the splurging category of Aria, my relaxation at sea on MSC. So let me tell you, my Aria experience was unforgettable. This was one of the cruises that truly showed me what relaxation and splurging and actually pampering yourself felt like. One of the things that I absolutely enjoyed was the privacy and the seclusion from the rest of the crowd. The ship was pretty crowded and it was full, so I wanted to have like a little space for myself. I really needed that space and that tranquility that the Aria experience offered me. From the moment I arrived at the terminal, I felt the difference. Aria guests get priority boarding, so no long lines. We have a separate line, just a smooth, easy start to a vacation. Once on board, I walked into my Aria balcony cabin and immediately felt like a spa retreat. There was bathrobes and slippers waiting for me, a bottle of Prosecco chilling on the table, and that fresh scent linen and sea air. I couldn't have asked for more. The cabin was perfectly placed near the spa. And that's not a coincidence, because with Aria, you get unlimited access to the thermal spa area, which is one of my favorite parts of every MSC cruise ship. So yes, I'm a spa lover, and this was heaven for me. If you've never experienced the MSC Aria spa, let me describe it for you. You walk in, and right there's a smoothing scent of eucalyptus and sea salt. After music plays, everything feels calm and warm. There's a steam room, there's a dry sauna, and there's my personal favorite, the heated stone loungers. They just feel amazing, overlooking the ocean. I spent hours there, just letting the warmth relax every muscle. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it feels miles away from the busy pool decks. And because I was Aria, I could go whenever I wanted. That freedom made all the difference on that particular trip for me. After the spa, I grabbed a drink and head out to the Aurea sun deck, another hidden gem that a lot of people don't know. It's a private area with padded loungers, a bar, and stunning ocean views, and private jacuzzis. You have no idea how good this was on this ship because the jacuzzis outside were fully packed. So I remember one afternoon just lying there watching the ship wake and feeling that breeze. It was pure serenity. I just couldn't help myself. I felt like I was in heaven. With Aria, you also get my choice dining, which means no fixed seating. You could eat anytime during dinner hours. So whether it's 5:30, 7:30, or 9:30, you get to pick. This was a big perk for me. Some nights I went early to catch a show afterwards, and other nights I went late, just to enjoy the quiet ambience of the restaurant. I'll be honest, having that flexibility felt like a true vacation freedom. The service level was a step above too. I was attentive, always personal. My waiter remembered my name from the moment I walked into the dining room, which I was in shock. Also, every meal felt crafted just for me. That's the Aria magic. It's elegant without being pretentious. And it's also personal, but without being overwhelming. Comparing Bella, Fantastica, and Aria. Now we're going to put it together. Bella, the essentials, a beautiful cabin, all main features, structured dining, and everything you need for a great cruise at an amazing price. Fantastica, it's the balance. You get choice, flexibility, breakfast, room service, better locations in the comfort zone for MSC guests. And Aria, it's the indulgence, spa access, slippers, private sun decks, and those calm, pampered touches that make everything feel like you're in a retreat. So I've done all three experiences, and genuinely, I loved each and every one of them for different reasons, because not all of my trips are exactly about the same thing. Sometimes I feel like a Bella, and sometimes I feel like a Fantastica, and there are trips where I must be doing an Aria. Here's my personal advice from one MSC cruiser to another. If you're doing a short 3-4 day cruise, Bella works perfectly. Save the extra money, spend on it on excursions or drinks. If you're doing a week-long trip, Fantastica is ideal for you. And if you're traveling with family, it's a perk. The extra comfort, the flexibility will make a difference on your trip. But if you're craving spa time, relaxation, and pampering, then you need to go for the Aria experience. Even once in your cruise life, it's worth it. Believe me, mark my words, you'll thank me later. My Divina Aria sailing remains at the top of my 3 favorite MSC trips because it felt personal, relaxing, rejuvenating from the start to finish. Now let's talk about how you would feel. No matter which one you choose, here's the thing. MSC doesn't make you feel like you're missing out. The brand is built around hospitality, elegance, and connection. Whether I was in Bella, Fantastica, or Aria, every cabin steward smiled, every meal was delicious, and every evening show felt amazing. That's why I kept sailing with MSC. It's the consistency feeling of being at home at sea. So there you have it. My full breakdown and real life take on to the Bella, Fantastica, and Aria experiences aboard MSC cruises. Every level offers something special. It just depends on what kind of cruiser you are. Are you practical? Are you balanced? Or are you ready to be pampered? MSC has the perfect fit for you between all 3 experiences. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening to this Anchors My Way episode. If you love this deep dive, don't forget to follow and share it with your cruise-loving friends. And if you're planning your next MSC adventure, reach out to your MSC Insider and I'll help you decide which is the right experience for you. Until next time, keep your anchors light, your heart open, and dreams to the sea. And anchors your way.